Hey my pretties, if you got the notification, welcome back. If you didn't, welcome, and go ahead and turn on that post notifications on so you get notified whenever I post.
Boy, you know you make me float, float, boy, you really keep me high. Ooh, I feel like I'm on dope, 'cause you.
In today's video, we're going to be doing an updated makeup routine. I feel like I've showed bits and pieces of my makeup inside my other videos, but I've never really sat down and made a video about makeup. This video is for the girls who are just getting into makeup, or if you're learning, or if you aren't sure where to start, or even if you just want new ideas, new products that you haven't tried yet and you want to try, this video is for you. I'm also a licensed makeup artist, so if you enjoy beauty content and want to learn more, subscribe to this channel, babe. This is for you. Before we get into the video, I am gonna go hop in the shower, wash my hair, do my hair, and then we'll get into the makeup routine. See you guys in a bit. Okay, we're back, and I just blew out my hair. So while I do my makeup, I'm gonna have my hair sitting like clips, because you guys will see at the end when we take it down. Girl, it's gonna be so fluffy and volumized. I highly recommend you guys, like, when you blow out your hair, clip it up, and then do your makeup, and then take it down instead of blowing it out, taking it down, and then clipping it to the side and do your makeup, because it's gonna fall. Okay, so the part y'all been waiting for. First step of my makeup routine, I go and do my brows. If you guys are looking for the best affordable brow gel, the Got to Be Glued Honey. A little bit more expensive brow gel that I love is the Benefit. This is really used, is the Benefit brow gel. These can cost from like $20 to like $40 for the jumbo, I believe. And girl, no one is going to be paying that much at the time. Although it is really good, it's nowhere compared to this. So what I do is when I finish this, I just squeeze some of this into here and I use it as an applicator, because this doesn't come with the applicator, so I use this as the applicator. But before I start anything, obviously I wash my face, moisturize. Before I put the brow gel or anything, I go in with the Morphe Continuous Prep and Set Mist. This I freaking love. This will help make your skin look like skin, honey. Unless you're like a matte girly, like your face to be completely matte, don't use this. Use the matte Morphe. I think that's the black one or the white one, I'm not sure. But this, I love my skin to look like skin. I like to go in with this as a prep. I don't prime. I know some of y'all are probably thinking like, what? For me, like, I don't really like priming because it's like there's no difference. And I mean, until I could find a really good primer that can cover my big ass pores, like, actually, I'll use primer. So if you guys have any recommendations, leave that below. But I use this as a primer to set my face, to prep my face, to use throughout my makeup routine as well. So, and it has ceramides and antioxidants in it, so it's like a good skincare. Sometimes I use this after my skincare as well. Highly recommend. It is a bit pricey for the jumbo, but it lasts me a long time, so fuck it. Please do not mind the fire detector. It's gonna be going off in this video. And please don't mind the fan, it is really fucking hot. And do not mind my pimple acne that's happening right now. I don't know why I'm breaking out. My skin was doing so good a couple days ago, but we're gonna cover this up in a bit. So I'm just showing all the real, because skin is skin. Skin like this happens. You break out sometimes. You have your days where your skin is clear as shit, and then you have days where your fucking skin wants to break out, and that's completely normal. Anyways, next step. So what I do is I like to brush all my brow hairs, not completely up like this. I kind of go in like a slight angle like this, so I'm not like going up per se. I'm doing like in an angle to where my brows naturally grow, because your brows naturally go like this, not like that, like this. So by the end of it, it looks messy, right? Like, it doesn't look carved. So this is my trick on how I naturally carve my brows without concealing it, is I get the edge of the applicator and I start and I just make a line like this all the way down. And you see how that naturally like carved it out, honey. If you guys been watching me for a couple years, you know I used to do my brows so different. I used to fill them in and conceal them, all that. I really grew out of that phase. Now I really like nothing on my brows. I literally just gel them and then that's it. I don't conceal them, I just do that. I'm just really growing into that natural look, and I used to hate my light brows, so it's a big thing for me to not fill them in and go the extra step to conceal them, fill them in. Now, I'm gonna finish this and I'm gonna see you guys in the next step. Okay, so this is how they look after I gel them down. Oh, my freaking acne. So sorry y'all have to see that. I love having no brows. Literally, I might just bleach my brows because I love having no brows. Just kidding. But yeah, those are my brows. That's it. After brows, I go in and do my base. Fun fact, I do not use a foundation. So if you use foundation, you can go ahead and do this right now. But I use concealer as my base. We listen and we don't judge, okay? So what I like to do is go with like a darker concealer. I like to go in with the hydrating camo elf. I like to go in with this concealer, a darker, more of my shade. And then I like to go with the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer for my under eyes and the parts I want to highlight. So literally all I do is dots. So I just boom, 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 boom. I just do dots and then middle of my forehead. And then I go in with the lighter concealer and I just go like this. That's it. And then here. I used to put a shit ton of concealer, like, but then I learned less is more. Like, this is literally all I put. Some people like drag it, do this. I don't like to do that. I used to do that a lot in like middle school, high school, but I don't anymore. And that's it. Especially when the products that you're using are very like full coverage. These products that I'm using are super affordable. I'm not using Kosas, I'm not using Dior. These are my go-to affordable products. If you're just getting into makeup, I highly, highly recommend them. They're literally my go-to. I love them. Then I go in with my foundation brush and I just pack it into my skin. I'm not rubbing it like this. I'm packing it. Other cheek. And then for like the little areas, I like to go in with like a beauty blender so I can be precise and then blend it out. And like my nose, I like to go in and do it with my beauty blender. Okay, once I blend out my base, we're looking crazy. I like to go in with a concealer brush to pack it in. And then drag it up. This is what gets you that lifted look. Instead of dragging my concealer all the way down here, like I used to, I drag my concealer up. And I just pack it in place. I'm not spreading it like down. I'm just packing it in place. But yeah, I'm just packing it in place. And then after I do that, I blend it out, smooth it out with my beauty blender. Because sometimes makeup brushes will leave streaks. When you're using makeup brushes, do not panic if it's looking streaky. Because you could always go back and use your beauty blender to smooth it out. Okay, once everything's blended out, I do not touch my eyelids. Fun fact, I just completely skip that. And I would conceal my brows for y'all, but that's not my makeup routine, so I'm being realistic as possible. I don't do my brows. Like, I literally just keep them like this, and you guys probably look at me crazy, like, yeah, I really just skip my brows. But if you guys want to do your brows, you can go ahead and do your brows. If you guys want how I do my brows, because I do sometimes do my brows when I do certain looks, so if you guys want a video on how I do my brows, I will. After that, I set my under eyes. My favorite powders, pink powder, affordable one, is the Wet n Wild. I love this one. I have the regular one. This is the regular setting powder, and then I have the pink one. This is my favorite of pink affordable one. But for on the higher end, I love Morphe's setting powders, and I got it in the pink one, of course. We're gonna go in with the Morphe powder. So this is like the most important step if you guys don't like looking cakey. A lot of people just go in with their powder and then boom, 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 boom. No, I used to do that. I used to be that girly. If you don't like looking cakey, girl, make sure you go ahead and blend out your creases before you set your face. Get like the tip of your beauty blender, go in, and then I like to pat the excess on the back of your hand. Okay? Blend out your creases because you don't want to set your creases in. And before I set, I go in with another spray of the Morphe spray to bring back some moisture into my face. Let that dry. After I set my face, I go in and then I bake. I pack it and I use the excess for the places where I've already concealed. So I do my under eyes first, bring it up here. And then I do my T-zone, nose. I don't go back in. I just use whatever's left on my powder puff. And that's it. Like, we're looking smooth as ever. We're looking kind of flat. So we're looking crazy right now, but trust the process, girl. Okay, so I don't really contour anymore, but what I use for contour, I use bronzer to contour. And I use bronzer to bronze. So I use the Infallible 24-hour wear. Again, this is very, very affordable. I think you could get this at Ulta, if not your local drugstore. This is the shade 450 Deep Tan. I use this to contour because I don't really like that grayish undertone for contour. And I use a brush like this. This is from Real Techniques. Look, it's like slanted. As you can see, I use this a lot, so I just get that. And then I pull this, and then I just pack it right here. And then I slowly blend it up. Slowly blend it up to my temple. And then I kind of blend it downwards, so you get that snatched look. And boom, you got cheekbone, girl. Compared to that, yeah. So pull, pack, blend upwards to your temple, back down, bring it back here, look forward. You're looking pretty snatched. So after I do that, I go in with this type of brush to bronze the rest of my face. I go in with my forehead, and I just go crazy with this because, girl, I hate looking flat. And I connect it to my temple. You can already tell I'm getting that color back. Jawline. I may have to get a brand new concealer shade because, girl, it's looking kind of light. Bronze again where I contoured, so it buffs that harsh line. Other side. And then I get my beauty blender, and then I kind of like do this. It cleans up the contour a bit. We're looking great. So I get this type of nose contour brush. It's small and thin, and then I make a line just like this. Not like exactly a line, like I curve it naturally to my brow bone. I mean to where my brows start. Like that. Do the exact same to the other side. And then I make a line right about here to create that tip of your nose. And then I do another line at the bottom like this. And then I connect it, make a little circle. And then boom. Then I get the exact same brush but a little bit bigger and fluffier like this. And then I just blend it out. And this is how it looks after it's blended out. It's so cute. I have a nose job now. After that, we're getting to blush. I like to go in with the Juvia's Place Volume 4 palette. The one that's like this. I use this shade. I love this blush. And then I start from right here and I keep it right there. It gives you that lifted look. And I just pack it. I'm not swiping and packing it like this. Sometimes I like to drag it over here, but to keep that lifted effect, I like to keep it mostly where like the temple is, where my cheekbone is at. Now I may have blush blindness, but girl, coming from someone who never used to wear blush, I fucking love blush. I don't give a fuck. Anyways, if it's too much, I like to go in my beauty blender and just go over it. And then it really just mutes it a lot. And yeah. Then I like to go back in with my regular setting powder. You can use any setting powder. I'm going with the regular Wet n Wild one that I said I really liked. And I go in with my powder puff and I carve out my nose. So I go in like a little... I go in like a curve like that. And then I do my cheeks. So I go in like a thing that really lifts your cheekbones. I mean, you really don't need to do this step, but this is like if you really want like definition. We're looking crazy, but I don't leave the bake on for too long on my nose. I literally just wipe it off as soon as I'm done with baking my cheeks. We're just gonna keep the baking on our cheeks. until we're done with our makeup. After we do that, I highlight my nose. My favorite highlighter to highlight my nose is the Wet n Wild multi-glow stick, multi-stick glitter. It's the glitter one. She's very used, but this is what it looks like. It's kind of dirty because my foundation's on it, but just wipe it off a little bit, and it's like a glitter. What I literally do is just I make like a line like that, and then so I make a horizontal line and then I make a vertical line down my bridge. So it looks crazy, you know, but that's because we didn't blend it out yet. Then I literally just blend it out with my finger, literally just tapping it. So it should look something like this. Very natural now. So from a distance, boom, my nose pops out more. Once the base is done, I move on to eyeliner. I don't know if I could teach you guys how I do my eyeliner, but I will try to talk you through it, how I usually do it. My holy grail eyeliner, NYX winged eyeliner. It's in the shade black. This is what it looks like. I know you guys seen this eyeliner everywhere. This is the best. I do my eyeliner a lot different now. I used to do it really big and thick. Now I've really just, I'm in my era where I like simple, you know? So I just do a little line, literally that little. I used to do it way longer, and I just do a line, and then I can't really see my lashes, and then I go on top and I just connect it. So it should look something like that. So it looks like that. I used to always make it a lot thicker and noticeable. I used to do eyeliner in my inner corner now. Now I don't. I've grown out of that phase. Sometimes I do it for certain makeup looks, but as my everyday makeup, I don't do that anymore. I've grown out of a lot of makeup trends that I used to do. Anyways, I'm gonna finish my other eye and I'll come back for the next step because I cannot focus. So it should look something like this. Eyeliner is not supposed to look like twins. They're cousins, sisters, maybe distant cousins, but it's whatever, okay? On the topic of eyeliner, I like to do my signature molds. I like to put one right here underneath my like eye. So cute. And then I like to do one either right here on my lip or right here. But I'm gonna do it right here. And I love it. Back to the bronzer. I like to go in, like to get an eyeshadow brush like this, and then I just do that. And then I like to bronze my eye. This really makes a huge difference to me. I love when my eyelids are like darker and smokier rather than like, that's why I don't put product on it, like the concealer over it earlier, because I don't like having the really light ass eyelids. I just drag it, blend it up to my brow bone, and look at the difference. It's a subtle difference, but to me it makes all the more difference. After I bronze my eyelids, I like to go in with the black waterline. I don't even know what brand this is, but honestly you can literally use whatever. But yeah, and then I do my waterline down here, and I do that for both my eyes. So I'll be back when I'm done with this eye. This is how it looks after I do that. We're finishing up the eyes with mascara. I recently found this, not found it, but I recently started using this. Okay, I've been heard of this mascara, but I never believed it was that good until I tried it. So girl, try this out. I use the Essence Lash Princess. I see a lot of people get the green one, so I want to get the green one next time, but the blue ones, I love the blue one. But yeah, it's this one. I know y'all seen this everywhere. I love this mascara, like girl. When it comes to mascara, I don't fucking care about the brands, but this brand, girl, Essence, you did your big one on this, girl. But yeah, I can't focus. I'm just doing my bottom lashes, so I'll be back when that's done. I mean, come on, just look at the difference. That eye and this eye. Once we're done with the eyes, literally all we have to do is lips, and then we're done. My go-to lip combo is the NYX lip liner in the shade Cold Brew and the butter gloss in the shade Madeline. These two go together real bad. Before I do my lips, I go on my powder puff and I just go over my lips so that's completely matte, and then I overline. So I start with my Cupid's bow. Okay, I'll be back when I'm done with my lip liner. I go in with the gloss. It's just, ugh, I love this stuff. and I go like this. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Then we go ahead and finally wipe off the bake off our cheeks. And then for good measure, go in with one last spray as our setting spray. It doesn't really set, but I just use it as a setting spray. But if you want like an all nighter setting spray, I would go for the Charlotte Tilbury or the Matte Morphe setting spray. If you're looking for an affordable one, I highly recommend the NYX glued setting spray or the e.l.f. Hydro Grip matte setting spray, I think. This is just what's gonna lock in, make your skin look like skin again, which is why I love this stuff so much. I know a lot of people are gonna come for my brows, but I don't give a fuck. I love my brows. Okay, when I'm done with my makeup, literally all you gotta do is just take down the hair and then we're done. Take these down. I'm gonna show y'all. This. So yeah, I highly recommend you all like to do this if you guys are blowing out your hair, because it literally, look how bouncy, girl. Compared to if you would have just blow it out, left it hanging, girl, it would not be this bouncy. It would have fell. Yes, it would have fell. Like, trust the process. It looks crazy right now, but you just gotta. And then the front piece, which is the piece that makes up your whole face, girl. And if you're not doing your bobs like this, girl, what are you doing? Oh god, oh crazy. What I do to comb out my blowout, I use a wide tooth comb. Is this what it's called? I think so. And I start off with the ends, brush it out. And I kind of go like, I use the tip and just go like that. Play with it a little bit until you get something like that, girl. Some pieces look crazy. Just use your hands and curl them again with your fingers in the direction you glue it out in. It should look something like this. And yeah, basically how I went from this to this. Affordable products, mostly affordable products. Girl, you can look like a baddie at home. You don't need expensive makeup. You don't need any of that, girl. You just need technique and knowledge and experience, of course. That's why I'm here, to help a girl out, to help the girlies out. So yeah, my pretties, if you guys want more makeup videos, makeup content, tips by yours truly, your big sis Gush, leave a comment below, leave a like if you really like this video. It will help me out a lot. I can't believe I haven't done a video like this yet. I'm so happy that I finally get to do one with you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye.
I don't even like to get it poppin', but these bitches in my business cut me out, choosing violence. If you see me out in public, you don't know me.